Given the fact that many of us don't feel real good about the current campaign, some commentators have even suggested that we have two of the most unpopular presidential candidates in history, the answer to how we feel about politics may be not very good. That is one of the points of departure that we'll consider in our class as we think about the broader history of American political rhetoric. So why would we want to step back and have a 10-week class exploring the presidential campaign this fall? That's a rhetorical question, and the answer to that question is also rhetorical. Rhetoricians have historically been very attuned to thinking not only about how we reason about politics, but about how we argue about politics. The importance of questions about character, the importance of emotional appeals to our shared concerns and values. We'll develop our broader historical analyses, and then we'll bring them to bear on current debates and issues. For example, when we look at the presidential debates, we'll step back and we'll look at the debates between Lincoln and Douglas, between Kennedy and Nixon, between Clinton and Bush Sr. Those debates and the broader development of American politics have been shaped by trends in media and also trends in how we understand and view the media. In addition to our broader research on the history of American political rhetoric, we'll also be looking at research on the brain. Research on the brain suggests that Hume was not far off in his assessment that reason is a slave of the passions. That sort of assumption is deeply consistent with the studies of rhetoric from the time of Aristotle, which acknowledged that many of the times our assessment of political issues are shaped by perceptions of an individual's character and also by our emotional identification with the issues in question. Our discussions of the history of American political rhetoric and how we think and how we feel about politics will also be enhanced by the presence in the classroom of folks who have had a long political history with American campaigns. People like you. One of the most exciting parts about the two previous classes that I've taught on presidential campaigns in the Humanities seminars has been that the classroom is itself part of the discussion, insofar as many of the seminarians bring to the discussion long histories of being involved and concerned with politics. So when we talk about how American presidential politics have been shaped by the emphasis on radio in FDR's time, by the emphasis on television in Kennedy's time, and by the development of the internet in President Obama's time, the seminarians will be able to reflect upon how those developments have shaped their own political attitudes and understandings. I hope you'll join us to be part of those discussions. We'll be starting September 29th for How We Feel About Politics.